Offense brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Orbits and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback off in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Ticker. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
All right, let's... It is first and 10. Throwing on their first play. Finds him over the middle. Hits some space around midfield. The 30. Gets the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Orbits take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who wait to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about. Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Orbits will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 14. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They're going play action. On the move, hit it right. He's going deep down. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Cade. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he drives it forward for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Spears. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get it out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. Well, Brock, it only took one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back into the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Deron Bland. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's going to throw this one. Complete out to the right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Cowboys sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. The play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Let's go. Right, running out of the gun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing from the gun here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it, with plenty of time left to go. Be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The offense getting set to go. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. They've got first down from the 31. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. What opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. The third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Throwing off the play fake here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And they'll have first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Finds the in route, complete. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Deron Bland. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
This throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Orbits get it down to a single point. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Orbits tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returning in from the 16. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Spears on the give, headed right. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's Lamb running a slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're right back to Arlington after this. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Dropping back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They go play action on 1st. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Spears. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he makes it across, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Play action on 1st down. He's got to push one, brought in inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Orbits can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yeah. When you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Kick taken in here at the 17. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's found many a gift in the end zone this season. As we work through December, he is currently tops in the league in rushing scores. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They run in from the gun with Wright. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And he gets him around 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Spears running behind center. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's a give for Wright. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one is good, but not before it hit the left upright. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Orbits and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we're making some of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This time it's a passing play. Moore's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Here's a throw. That's more on the quick slant. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll throw it again. The Orbits earn the chance to tie before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Orbits tie us up, 28-all. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Pass play now. This ball's cut by Spears. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. They are throwing it again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Orbits get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Moody knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Eve. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running it with Spears. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw it on 1st down. Doesn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Spears on the carry. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That that 100-yard mark. It's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's a give inside to right. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together and get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He loses the football. Scooped up by the defense.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free instead of facing 4th down. That defense is off the field completely.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not in. Huge gain and a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He stays up. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. That one complete to Njoku. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Moody knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing.
The Dr. Four, yeah.
Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The home team, and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You had it. You didn't have enough time.
Right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Another try following the sack. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and makes sure it wasn't completed.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. And he's got it, touchdown! But there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take the lead on that successful kick. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back out runs their offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with an option, right side. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Back to throw now.
Good.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punt team headed out for the orbits. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch is made a yard or two short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And that creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now a run with right. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. On the handoff, this is Spears. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Running behind center with right. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Fires right away, but incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking for a throw here. He completes it in traffic. And this one does not go far. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Into the hands of Pitts. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll get it down to the...
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Let's go now.
3rd and long for him here. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead to 7. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating, and yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. Play action on first down. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They go play action on first.
Which,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on third and long. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Punt team on the field. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Spears. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
oh, I know.
Wright running out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Got him.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They run once more with Spears. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
And this is Spears. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They go play action here. Forced out. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They connect for the first.
Yes.
And he gets this forward to the 19. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure the drive's right on. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Spears running behind center. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys leading by 8. Third and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. Completed here to Spears. And he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys lead by 15 now.
I beat all my demo.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense running back out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 27. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. The windows and the door lanes, they're long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be out.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here he is to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to